Is there a game? Yes, there is a game. Okay, we've got the images live from the track, from the virtual track. We are here for the second round of the 5th season of Tour SLR Assetto Corsa Competizione, and we are here with the end of qualifying here at the second round, and we have kind of missed the final shootout, but we've got our results here on the board, and it was quite the competitive session if you look at those times. My goodness, we've got Felix Rupert probably claiming pole, unless some of the others can do something about it. This is the last run of WoW, and that was the actual last run. So here we are with the results from qualifying, and yeah, it is our first race with an actual full grid of 30 drivers, so that's going to be really exciting for sure. We are here at Suzuka, well-known and well-loved track, and we are going to race into the sunrise in the land of the rising sun. Whoever came up with that is apparently an absolute, has got the soul of a poet, honestly. But it was Kimmy. Can we? What's going on? Oh, waiting for the grid. Something's going wrong. What's going on? No, honest. Oh, we've got a grid actually. Yeah, I am Timo on the commentary, and I'm alone for now because Ollie is laying pipe or something. I don't quite know. He told me he'd be there, but I don't know. I don't trust anyone. I've made bad experiences. So, we are preparing for our grid walk. And, yeah, we'll see. So, who do we have here for our second round? Veld, of course, won the first round. He's got the full 50 points. And here on the grid, we have got Felix Rupert for the first time. He missed Donington, and here he is on the left side for Excel Racing. Then alongside him, George Brabner in P2 in that Lamborghini. He came second last time behind Veltman. Veltman is in fourth, but ahead of him is Alexander Carsten, finished third in Donington Park. Then it's Ruben van den Hudding, teammate of Felix Rupert. He is in P5. Then Jakub Maciejewski in the BMW Sauber Robert Kubica fan club car is in P6. Dominic Illigner, aka Wow, in P7. Ahead of him, behind him is Samuel Chumley in the blue McLaren Shadow Project McLaren. Then Philip Ansel, who had quite the lonely race last time out and ended P4 in his debut, in P9 ahead of Antoine Olivet in P10. Then it is Krzysiek, or how the hell you say it, Witkowski, aka Formula Chris, leading silver class in P11 in that thick BMW. Then 3 Ferraris in a row. We've got Tim Kruschwa, Christian Stricker in P13, and then René Bon in P14. Before we head to an 8th start row, and it is all Lexus with Jasper Smelt ahead of Bas Kessel. Then we go on, Mert Menderes, the teammate of Philip Ansel, is in P17. Marius Savicas, teammate of Wow, aka Dominic Illigner, is in P18. George Rosu, 19. Jack Mills, P20. Then it is Kennedy Chikeka. Then we've got a rookie, aka, I think, what was his name? Ramse Jensen? Ramse Jensen, I'm pretty sure, or Ramse Jensen, whatever. Gareth Higgins, aka Higgsy, in P23. Then Julian Visser alongside him, this time in the actual right car. Last time he was in a Lexus for some reason. Sakis Oitimiadis, then Ryan Noppen, Dimitri Patsakidis, I'm sorry to all the Greek people, Nikos Zakos, Milan Barescu, and Dario Serban, and that is our grid for this race into the sunrise here at Suzuka. So yeah, that'll be exciting, I'm sure. I'll quickly get my phone up to see if anyone is in chat and wants to talk, because I'm scared. As some of the OGs might remember, oh geez, it's been like a month ago. I've done a Suzuka broadcast alone before, and that was wild. I'm quickly gonna try and get the link out, and then. Oh well, okay, we're getting ourselves a commentator. That's amazing. Woo. Hello. How you doing?
Hello. Sorry, I'm a bit late.
It's fine. We all were. Technical issues as always.
Lovely.
Absolutely lovely. So yeah, this is Ollie, of course, who will be joining me. I'll quickly get the stream link out to make sure we have more than 0 viewers.
Perfect.
Then we are good to go. Yeah, it is. It is on Felix Rupert pole. He has missed Donington, and now he is here, and he just instantly, right off the bat, beats Carsten and Brabner. So, quite impressive from him, for sure.
Wow, lovely. I look forward to getting on and seeing all the action, so this should be good. Do we finally have a contender for Carsten?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I mean, 2 of them beat him in qualifying. 2 of them beat him last time, to be fair. You know, Sam kind of beat him by spinning him round in turn 1, and that sent Carsten down the order. So well, it was probably not on pace that he didn't win that race, but, you know, he is already defeated this season, and we'll see if this continues this time. George, of course, has put up some really good fights last season to try and beat Carsten, and it was futile in the end, basically every time. So let's see if he can, do better this time. I'm gonna turn the volume up. Maybe you can check if the stream volume is all fine, because I didn't have time to check it.
I mean, for starters, the thumbnail is the Tier 1 Catalunya, so...
Yes, that is just Discord being slow. I believe on YouTube it's right already. It's yeah, that's what I meant when I said we're having issues, because the title was wrong initially as well, even though the stream was scheduled. So everything is amazing, honestly. I love it.
Ah, perfect.
Beautiful.
So I think I have kind of messed up here. I'm not able to join the server. I don't think so. Even though I don't know the password.
Again!
Yeah.
I'm giving you a Discord stream, and we'll see if that kills the vibe. Okay.
So yeah, I'll try to have a look at the relatives, see if anything happens on those.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna. I mean you need to tell me if the stream is getting stuttery if I Discord stream at the same time, because it could well happen. So now you're gonna see what I see.
Nice. Okay, this is some fancy broadcasting stuff I see here. Okay. I mean, everything I see on track is gonna happen. Well, 20 seconds after it happens.
If you're in the Discord stream, you shouldn't.
Currently, you're just broadcasting the.
Oh no.
I think it's probably monitor, to be honest.
I see. Why was that? Oh, but I said stream ACC. What is it doing? Well, I need to be quick here. Okay, now we've got a start in our hands, and I'm gonna be quick and hope that it doesn't get choppy, because we have got George Brabner trying to challenge Felix Rupert into turn 1 in all likelihood. You can see the car brands, they are running on the left side. That should help with knowing who is who. Then we've got the aggressively orange Dutch car of Nico Veltman in P4 and Alex Carsten on the second row. So there are quite some challenges. It is not the longest run to turn 1. We are waiting for the green lights, and they are here. They've just
gone home. The marshals have gone home. There's no race.
What is going on? It was the finish line I was looking at, not the start line. We go green in Suzuka, and it looks like a solid start from Felix Rupert, as he already squeezes to the outside to block off George Brabner. Make sure he doesn't get a run around the outside in turn 1. So yeah, he keeps his lead. Carsten also easily defends from Veltman. So the top 4 are unchanged. Van den Hutting slots in, and is it possible? It's actually really a settled start. Illingen has lost the position to Chumley, I believe, and now through the S's. Let's hope everyone gets through safely. Where's the carnage? What's going on? There's no carnage.
Is this a 2 SRL race?
What is
going on?
How can I laugh at this? There are no crashes. So this has been a really solid start so far. So Rupert trying to extend his gap early. Carsten, Brabner all went off the line well. Where are some fights we can look at? Oh yeah, the timing tower is of course doing the F1 game thingy, where we don't know what's happening. But yeah, I am really impressed. That must have been the cleanest start we've had in Tour Syrol, and it was with the first.
Oh no, you say that too early. There's a yellow car number 10.
Car number 10. Who is that? That is Marius Torres, and we're gonna check the replay, because this is also settled. I believe we can be gone for 20 seconds. So
that was full commentary's curse right there.
Yeah. Oh no! That is Mills! Mills gets onto the curb and Degner, and then takes out Marius, so that is a big hit for the championship leader in silver class from another championship contender in silver class. So Marius Torres sent to the very back of the grid right away, and it's my fault.
Yeah. The FIA gonna have a look at that one. It's been one of the first Mills no moments where it has been Mills inflicting on someone else, not himself.
Yeah.
Is this views of something to come? I hope not.
You can already see in 130R they are all kind of pushing their luck. I believe it's possible to get a drive-through here just by cutting Degner often enough and then being really greedy on the exit of 130R. I assume it gives you warnings.
Oh, there's another off. It's car 90, I believe.
90, that is Romse Jensen on his debut. We're gonna check that out, but he's collided with someone actually. That was a replay, of course, with a reserve McLaren. I don't know who that is. It's the Mika Häkkinen livery, but it's a new guy. It's Rosu. I think it's George Rosu. So the two of them came together.
Poor Ramza. He's having his first race and hasn't even been a full lap, and he always goes all night, and then he crashes.
Yeah. Also, I must correct myself. It is not XL Racing Felix is racing for. It's Benelux Racing because he's racing with Chris. No, wait, with Ruben. He's racing with Ruben. Yeah. So, yeah, he's leading the way, and Carsten right now doesn't look like he's storming away. I mean, everyone was calling sandbags when Alex said that he is not getting to grips with the Ferrari, but this doesn't look like sandbags to me.
No, it doesn't. He really was complaining about the Ferrari in pre-season. Maybe it's like himself putting a challenge on himself to say, I have a crap car that doesn't suit my needs, and let's see if I can get something good out of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. I mean, the last seasons have been smooth sailing, but if I look at these first 2 laps, this could actually be really exciting. Also with the full grid and everything. So I'm all here for it. Now we will need to see how Carsten navigates this. Usually he didn't really, he wasn't really forced to navigate any other cars. He was usually just winning right away, or he overtook George after lap 3 and then he was winning. So this is certainly going to be interesting when strategy comes into play and he's got some competition. As I say that, Rupert has made a mistake, I believe, because he's dropped a little bit towards Brabner again, so the gap's down to 7/10.
I see a fight brewing for P13 right now. Maybe we could have a look at that.
Oh, it's Witkowski with who is that? Is that Bans?
The Rene, I think.
Yeah, I believe it's Bans. And yeah, he's got that move done, and that might actually put him at the mercy of Chris, who himself is at the mercy of Smelt. Smelt in the Lexus gets to the inside. Is that a 3-wide moment? No, it isn't a 3-wide moment, but Smelt is maybe getting that move done. There's a little bit of contact there. He tacks the rear, but that is, Smelt just saw his chance and he slipped through, and that was well done. Also, roasters into the pit lane, as a side note.
Yeah, it's very good stuff. We don't know if there was any contact between Rene and Witkowski, but it seems pretty clean from where we are right now. So hopefully this continues throughout the race.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that was probably, Oh, what's Sonic's doing? Yeah, the shocking...
Oh, his car 30 is off in the back. What's happened there?
That is... mate. One day I'll know driver numbers. Have they already disconnected? Because I can't find car number 30.
I think they have. I don't see the car on the map.
I swear I am blind, but yeah, someone is gone. And we don't know who it is.
I'll go have a look in Discord real quick.
Wait, it was Machi yet? Huh? But he's here.
Huh?
What?
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 Maybe it's 301. It could be that.
Was it Chikeka? Oh, it must have been Chikeka because he's all the way back and he's fighting with some other cars. Actually, he's just about behind Romse Jensen and Sakis Oitimiad, bless you, the McLaren, who has been overtaken by Jensen here. So that was a nice move. Yeah, so it must have been Chikeka because Maciejewski is completely fine up there in P6. It's a drama for nothing for him. Or for us. Is that actually a move being lined up? This is the fight for P26, mind you. Oh, the Lexus goes deep there. Oh no, and there he gets turned!
It's collected by 2 different cars there.
That was Oitimiadis getting... I'm getting too grips with this, I swear. Yeah, getting all sideways and then getting collected multiple times. But yeah, back to the front. We haven't looked for a while. It is Carsten who has apparently started the unstoppable machine that has given him 2 championship titles, as he's right on the back of George Brabner. And that is probably the biggest pressure you can have in the Tour Several ACC League, and we'll see if Push can do something about it.
Yes, I remember Carsten being behind me in the race in Kyalami once where I was a reserve, and it is very menacing. he sent a dive. I think it was about 10 car lengths back. That's at least what it felt like, and he made it stick on me. And I was like, okay, it took me by surprise. So it's definitely not easy being in front of Karsten. That's for sure.
Oh, and it is actually really hard to stay in front of him as Brabner makes the slightest mistake, and yeah, Karsten just I mean, you know, he's just ready to pounce. He just sees the gap, and you know, I mean, if you see an open door, might as well walk through it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what he does, and that unleashes him, and Felix has got that to deal with now.
George, yet again, seeming to fall under the pressure from the cars behind. He has the pace that we've seen. He has the pace to win, but it's just that little extra step he needs to keep his cool and make sure that the car is always on track and he doesn't do any mistakes.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult when you're behind push. You just need to put the constant pressure on and always be ready to take a chance when it arises, because I believe that's like the one kryptonite to him, and it's consistency. He can do really fast laps, but he probably can't do it every lap of a race, and you gotta be there when it happens and pick up the pieces, and that's exactly what Alex did, and that's been very costly for George. And now it is a 2.4 second gap that Rupert has as a buffer to his XL Racing teammate of Alexander Karsten, as they probably fight it out for the win here.
Oh, who's that off there on the side?
Oh, wait.
Is that Rumza?
Was that? I don't know. Oh, yeah, it was. Good spot. It was Rumza Jensen, who has to let quite a few people through. And there's yellows in turn 1. That was the car. Oh, that was Milan Bedescu, who, well, had some issue. Yeah, he was parked. This is replay again. Parked on the side of the road, so he is out. Yeah, it's a shame. I know he is bloody fast in F1, like really quick. ACC, maybe not as tough yet.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, ACC is a superior game. It's where you can see the true driving skill from drivers.
No, F1 is a superior game. ACC is a superior simulator. Hey, big memes being thrown around here. Big train being pulled by. Wait, what's happened to?
What's happened to Alex?
Wait, why is he behind? Has he made a mistake? Am I? No, he must have made a mistake. He's dropped several positions. He's behind car number 24, so he's behind Van den Herding. Something's happened to Karsten, and the timing hasn't caught on to it yet, because this is certainly Karsten in the 22 car, just ahead of Kubson in the big boy BMW. So yeah, it is Brabner in P2 now, Veltman P3, Van den Herding P4, and Karsten only in P5. And man, I wonder what happened there. That'll be interesting to find out, as Karsten absolutely pushes that to the outside of the track in 130R, while Chumley maybe lines up a move on Kurbs, deep braking from Illigner, who is also caught in that train. Yeah, Karsten's actually carrying a train. That's probably the first time I've ever seen that, and he goes to the pit lane. So that indicates to me that he might have damage, which is absolutely terrible. I mean, he's had to recover so much in Donington, and now he's on the back foot once again.
I wonder if George got a bit too close to him, or if Karsten just did an un-Karsten thing and did a mistake. Yeah. I mean, time will tell. After the race, he will definitely complain if something happened to him, so we'll find out there. But for now, it's kind of a gray zone. We don't really know what happened with him there.
Yeah, and there's so many battles to keep track of, so it's a little difficult. Chris is with Benz fighting for P13, and well, there's of course the train that is now led by Kubbs again, as Alex has departed. Mark Chejewski pulling Chumley, Illigner and Olive respectively. Then there's a little bit of a gap to Ansel, then a gap to Krushva and Formula Chris, Smelt, and then the two fighting guys we saw earlier. That is the situation in this race. And up front, Rupert is pulling that gap to Brabner. Seems to just have more pace. He was, of course, robbed of the win in the Nürburgring last season. Or was it actually Nürburgring, or was it? Yeah, it was Nürburgring.
Yeah, wasn't it both Nürburgring and Suzuka?
No, Kyle. Wait, was it Kyle Lamy?
No, he definitely
he binned it, didn't he?
He had a disconnect in Nürburgring, I know that for sure.
Yeah,
But I wonder if he had an issue in Suzuka as well. I can't remember.
I thought he binned it in Kyalami when he should have easily won.
Yeah, that's what happened. Alex was doing a last to first challenge.
Yeah, and he reached Ruben barely, and so Felix would have won, but he didn't. As now he has to get past. That is George Rosu in the McLaren, who is getting not getting lapped here. What's he doing? He needs to get out of the way. That's the blue flag rules. It's always a little bit of a problem here because we enforce blue flag rules even though they are not by default enforced in GT3 racing, and that is incredibly frustrating, as we can see on board from Felix Rupert. By the way, if the stream is choppy at all, then tell me please.
The stream looks fine for me.
The Discord stream or the actual?
Both of them look perfect, Timo.
Great.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, it's my internet! Oh no, George Rosu loses it into Dunlop, and that puts him right into the car of Felix Rupert. We're gonna watch the replay of that because that was quite bizarre. This is the situation we've been looking at before from on board with Felix Rupert, and yeah, there you can see Rosu just understeers off track, catches dirt in Dunlop, and then luckily spins off track in the right direction, which means that Brabner is not getting collected in this. But that was a huge Code Brown moment for Felix, honestly.
Yeah, George definitely not having the best race here, that's for sure. Roasted, that is. Brabner
I was
catching Felix right now.
I was so confused. Yeah, and he's getting in the way of another car. It is who's that?
Is that Philip Ansel?
Yes, Ansel, exactly. Wazouk, who will now try and make his way past, and we hope that George is getting the memo that. Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh
Can
no,
someone
again?
Can you wait? Actually, can you please? No.
I'm not.
You're not on the server. Why can't I open chat? I want to tell him the blue flags are enforced. Can I do that?
Hopefully he's got the memo now. It seems like he's moving over and slowing down.
Can I?
I have no idea.
It doesn't look like it to me.
He gets on the grass just as George Rosu, what is going on?
I wonder what he's fighting for here. There's no point in fighting any of these positions. Apart from the fact that it's not legal.
And the car 45 is off. What has happened there?
That is Sanix, but I think we're gonna see a move from not Chris. Sam? No. Wait, 45. Let's see. Sanix. No, it's that was Vance. What happened to him? Oh, he just spun off in 130, and that looked so violent. He must have gotten hit off. Was he in the region?
I don't think so. He was a bit. Chris was right behind, but not far, close enough to hit him. I don't think so.
Was he in the region of Rosu? Is that possible? I don't know.
Rosu is now everywhere on track.
Everyone's just getting randomly hit off by Rosu. Yeah, I mean, he obviously just didn't get the memo, and I can't write in chat for some reason. So that is quite annoying. Wait, actually,
I'm sure the FIA will tell him after.
Drivers, someone must have disconnected. In that case, can you try again to join the server, maybe?
Could be,
I think Badesco is disconnected, maybe slots were just full.
Oh! Oh! Is it working?
Are you in?
I'm on Team Garage 59, let's go!
Yes! The best car, actually.
Let's go! Alright, I'm in!
Hey, okay, good, so I can close the Discord
stop the stream now. Your Discord stream. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. I should probably feel insulted that you felt the need to do so, but still. Yeah, okay, here we are. Maybe. Wait, where's Rosu? We need to see if the message is actually needed. No, he's. Maybe you can write in chat without directly atting him, because that would be mean. Just say, reminder, blue flags are enforced.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Enter.
Got it.
Anyway, so looking back, taking another look at the race, and someone's gone off there. Chikeka and 22-7-16. That is Illigna, who I'm desperately trying to find on my on the timetable here. What's happened to him? This is 1:30 up. We are in a replay with Dominic Illigna, and oh no, he gets hit front by Olive! God damn it! That was clumsy, I assume. Certainly an Aris video moment. And yeah, that sounds Illigna spinning. Spins his
Alright.
car right round. Did you write
I'm a bit afraid to send this message because
What do you
people
say?
are going through turns and corners and people are fighting, and if they get distracted, then I might get an angry mob coming after me.
I mean, if someone, like, that's fine. In endurance, like, if you're gonna go off because of that, that's your fault. I'm pretty sure this is fine.
Yeah, should be good.
I'm keeping an eye out on the track map, see if we are causing any yellow flags. We shouldn't. I think we shouldn't. You sent it? Because I don't think I can see it.
I have sent it, definitely.
Okay, counts. That's, okay. Solid.
At 8:41 p.m.
So let's hope there's no further distractions. Also time to check in on Carsten again, who's lagging for me. Why is that? I'm getting 2 FPS when watching Carsten. Such a weird bug, I keep getting that. So yeah, Carsten is in the big nothingness of P24 right now. He's undercut everyone by hours, but the problem is his undercut is so early, he's only got like 5 laps of tire wear less than everyone else. So it's not actually a really effective undercut. He just did it because of the damage, of course, trying to do damage limitations to get himself on the podium after whatever happened to him. Because that certainly didn't help his race.
Ooh. As Maciejewski has a kind of shitty exit out of a 130R, letting Sam come closer to him in that BMW. Sam nearly kissing the rear end of that BMW as they go towards the first corner and down the main straight.
Yeah, I mean, Sam is just getting stuck here a little bit. An issue...
Sam is actually flashing him.
Yeah, a component of this frustration is certainly that the big Beamer has got quite the straight line speed. It's not a very aerodynamic car, and it's also not a very nimble car, but it certainly has got the horses under its engine cover to pull it along on the straight. Matt Menderes is the first one with a regular pit stop for Team IRL. He was in P15, I believe, and now he comes in to serve his 30 seconds of pitting time.
Yeah, as there is a small train forming behind
lag?
him.
What is this?
Oh my!
Are you getting this too?
No, I'm not getting that, but I'm seeing it on stream, and that was hilarious.
I'm reconnecting to the server. That is.
All right, I'll try see if there's anything going on. Actually, yeah, it's just Sam and Maciejewski being really close to each other. Fighting like always. It's good stuff, but it seems like that McLaren just doesn't have enough pace under acceleration and out the straights to really make the best of this situation for Sam.
So let's get the broadcasting. Oh, right, I need to reconnect my spectator client. And
there's a big train forming behind Jasper, it seems. Jasper Smelt. Actually, no, it's George Rosu. Getting in the way of a train from Krustvar and Christian Stricker.
Yeah, let's hope he lets them through. Let's hope he read chat, because otherwise it's gonna cause some frustrations. I mean, I don't wanna attack him or anything like it. It happens because it's not usually enforced that blue flags are a thing. We just decided that they should be after we had some incidents in Season 1 that made us...
Ooh!
Loses
it!
Chris! What was that? Oh boy! Oh, you bet we're gonna watch a replay of that. Let's just go cockpit cam. He follows the train here behind Sanix and then... Oh, why are you turning right? This is a left-hander. No, I mean, he just got oversteer, and that's certainly the end of his run.
For the second race in a row, loses it coming out of a fast corner. Can he get to the grips with the Ferrari before the last race? Only time will tell.
Yeah, pasta makes you faster racing is having some problems.
Yeah, he actually said last time that the reason that he was always so slow was because he didn't actually eat any pasta before the race had started.
And
Do
now
you think he's learned from his mistake, or has he just gone hungry once again?
Maybe he just can't handle the added speed. I mean, if you look at the reveal video, like, I couldn't be able to handle such a fast car. It's look quite insane to me. So up front, we haven't checked in with him in a while because there's not much to talk about with him. Felix Rupert just just being himself and trying to do his best Carsten cosplay. He's leading Brabner by 4 seconds, and he's got... Right now, it doesn't look like he's got a thing to worry about, except commentator's curse.
Indeed. Chat actually saying Rosu driver of the day, and they want more Rosu right now. So chat, loving the interaction we have right now.
Fair point, Jensen. He's fighting with the leaders, yeah. He's gotten closer than Brabner has always. Bonk. But yeah, that was actually the last scare in the race of Rupert so far. And then Veltman is... wait, what happened to him? He's lost loads of time. He's dropped the position to Ruben. He was 2 seconds behind Brabner, and now he's 3 seconds behind Ruben, who is 5 seconds behind Brabner. So, like, something happened and cost him 6 seconds, and I don't know what it was.
All this George Rosu talk has got us missing out on important things.
But the George Rosu talk is the important thing, I mean, come on.
That is true. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Speaking
of George Rosu, getting away again for Team Krusbar into turn 1.
Oh no! Oh, please give him space. We're heading into the S's here, and and no, he's keeping that position. Oh wait, there is no position. He needs to hold this. He's trying to apply, like he's trying to attract team bosses or something. I don't know.
He's fighting for his life to keep that P24 position because Robinson is not too far behind.
But he's not gonna lose it because Sanix is a lap ahead. Stop it! Stop it! I'm getting a headache. Stop it! Sanix is on the brink of insanity.
Oh, as he goes off track.
Oh no! Having too much fun with Rosu.
Sanix's sanity is about to break.
Yeah, there's some bad pun with Sanix insanity here, but I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna vaguely hint at it. So it's not my fault if it's unfunny. Anyways,
I mean, you are German, I'm sorry, so...
I've got an excuse, that's right. That is objectively correct. Which means when I say something unfunny, it's expected. When you say it, it's a tragedy.
Exactly.
Isn't life unfair? So...
Life is like that.
Danish people. Brabner is into the pit lane, and that is, well...
Trying to... The OP undercut, actually.
Yeah, it's a 4-second gap he has to bridge, though, and I don't think that will happen. Also,
I mean,
worth a mention, this is certainly the coldest race of the season so far, with a solid 7 degrees Celsius track. And that means that tires are not... I mean, that means the track's really fast. There's not going to be that much wear.
As both Sanix and Witakowski joins Brabner in the pits.
To undercut
They want to get rid of George Rosu.
And the boys undercutting lapped cars. Oh no! That is so tragic. I can't. Anyways.
Yeah,
see, Jensen has said in Sanix, and that is Insanix, and that's unfunny. You can't do that because you're not German. So, Philip Ansel is actually probably the driver with the most pressure right now, except George Rosu, of course, because he's got Dominic Illigner right all over his back. That, of course, came to be after Illigner was punted around by Antoine Olivet, and now he has to hold that position against the German.
Yes, there's actually a fight for P21. Mert Menderes looks up the inside of 130R on Yuri and Visser, both having been in the pit lane, so this is a fight for the position on track, spicing up here as they are coming at the final corner, going towards the finish straight. Yep. Start-finish straight, I should say.
And you know what is interesting? If the deltas aren't wrong, Carsten is only 2 seconds ahead of Sanix, while we keep a watching eye on Matt Menderes on the inside of Dragon? No, okay. Straight just not long enough. I mean, Suzuka is a tough track to overtake. It's you're probably gonna lean on the other car quite a lot if you make a move here, and Menderes is getting stuck behind an Aston Martin of Dragon. Anyways, what I was gonna say, Carsten is, let's wait for the delta. Okay, he's 11 seconds out of Krushva and about 20 seconds behind Brabner, so there were quite some repairs to be done for him. And now another squad of drivers comes into the pit lane. It's Van den Herding, Veltman and Ansel, all of them in. So maybe Ansel covering the undercut from Illigner here, while the rest just, you know, think this is the optimal time to pit. And we'll see what happens to them.
I'm surprised Felix hasn't gone in, to be honest, because this has given George 2 laps to catch up, and not unheard of to get that much time out of someone, depending on how good their pit stop was. So there could be a fight here once Felix comes into the pits and gets his new set of tire on.
Yeah, I think as long as he keeps it clean in the pit lane, he's gonna be fine. But of course the risk is always there. You can just about overshoot the pit lane entry or do something silly like that.
There's actually a fight for P10, I think. Yeah. No,
oh yeah, big one. That is going off track is Nikos Sakos, who is already do a pit stop and is now getting overtaken by all of the faster cars who have already come into the pit lane. So that was wait, was that Carsten? Yeah,
that was Nico and Ruben, I think. No, is that
Chris?
Hold on, is that Alex?
Chris. No, it's Chris.
Is it Chris?
It is Chris. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so George got through, and I believe Chris is the other car. Who got through? Yes, it is. Yeah, it was Chris. Yes. So Chris actually unlapped himself once there because he has had some big damage to fix, and fair play to him. He's going on driving.
He's full sending it.
Yeah,
as he should. As Felix goes into the pits.
Yeah, and gonna keep an eye out on the gap.
Ooh. Jurien Visser and Mert van der is swapping places into turn 1. Jurien nearly hitting the rear end of that Mercedes. I think a little replay could be interesting here, actually.
I think it's too far back, actually. Like, you know, I'd catch the tail end of it. But yeah, Menderes has made the move stick, apparently. So, well, nice. Even if there was a little bit of contact, it's still GT3 racing. Illigner into the pit lane. So he doesn't think he can pull the big overcut on Ansel. Smelt, Rupert, and Maciejewski all in the pits as well. Let's spot Brabner because he is the one on the charge against Felix Rupert, heading through 130R. He's finished second last time out. He wants another second place. I imagine he would probably actually take the championship lead if this was the finishing order after the pit stops.
Oh, Felix is going out the pits already.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so George Brabner having a terrible pit stop, it seems.
Yes, his gap to Ruben is fine though, but yeah, I mean, absolutely stretching his legs as Rupert there. He's done really well. Maybe he was kind of managing and now he's pushed real hard. And there's the Lexus getting into the way of Brabner, but making way in the end. That was spicier than it needed to be. Chris follows him through. Who's that Lexus actually? Is it Sakos? I believe it's Sakos.
Yeah, it is Sakos.
No, it isn't. Wait.
No?
It's... must be Smelt or someone of those. Like...
Alexis. No. Let's leave it at that.
Alexis. There's a bad joke here. Anyways. Who was it? Who was a teammate of Smelt? I swear I lost Kessel?
Sakis Euthemiadis. How do you pronounce that? I'm not Greek, I can't say that properly.
Euthemiadis? That's certainly wrong, but I say it with confidence, so it must be right.
Euthemiadis. Yeah. There you go.
Just mispronounced.
Actually fighting for precision with Christian Stricker.
Oh!
What is going on?
Fighting for Chris, P26, let's go.
Managing to get one position out of his terrible first stint.
Yeah, remember? Top 20 up points, okay? And now after basically everyone has pitted, I say that because Sam and Antoine are in the pit lane, we can take a look at Silver Class as well, because the situation there is that Smelt is actually leading a pretty yeah, I mean, he's really... Yeah, I mean, he's got a good lead in a confident way. 10 seconds out of Witkowski. They've got Krushva between themselves. And that is P11 overall, P1 in class. And then it's Witkowski and then Kessel.
As Sergeant Ryan Noppen and Nikos Sakos getting really close to each other. Coming out of the S's. Ryan nearly hitting the inside of that Lexus as they went a bit wide. So this is an interesting one to watch. As they both nearly go off track there. Ooh, Ryan gets very close to that Lexus on the braking.
Yeah.
And let's see if he's got the run going into the hairpin up here.
Yeah,
Ooh, brakes early. He
just
seems cautious, doesn't he?
It's just not really an overtaking spot, but deep goes Sakos. So that might actually... Oh, but... Yeah, you had to take some speed out there because otherwise it would have hit the Lexus. Noppen is the teammate of Chikeka, by the way, who has DNF'd earlier in this race after having a little bit of a nightmare ride.
Yeah, Chikeka has not had the best of ride. I'm not even sure if he's still in the server.
No, he's retired.
I don't think he is, no.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, he's retired. And Chumley is ahead of Maciejewski. That's new, isn't it? And wait, is Oliver actually in P5 here? Is that a thing?
No,
it's
I think...
not. Okay, it's the timing's glitching out.
Yeah.
So,
I think Sam may have gotten him in the pits because Sam was one of the last people to enter the pit lane, so he must have thought he had more pace than that BMW and just did the overcut.
Successful overcut as well. Maybe it's just because of low temperatures that, the tires don't warm up properly or don't get the pressures properly, so the overcut is actually a way to get track position. That's possible. It would also explain why Rupert, pulled the overcut off and is now 4.3 seconds out of Brabner, which was the gap before the stops as well.
Yeah. I was really surprised that the undercut is not as powerful, but now that you mentioned the temperatures, it makes sense.
Yeah, Iligna has also gotten past Ansel on the overcut. So I believe we're onto something here. That's probably actually just the temperatures.
Overcut for the next night race? Who knows? I mean, it's it's a big strategy game. Oh, as Rene gets a drive through. No.
Rene, no, and the...
Oh.
Hey. Not gonna... Oh no! What was that? That was Carsten, wasn't it? It was Carsten.
I didn't see.
It was Carsten. We're gonna watch the replay of that. That was a brutal in 130R. In the background, off he goes. This is replay, of course. You can tell because it's got no HUD. Oh, and he just does the same thing as his teammate, the exactly same thing, which means that for the first time we can say that Chris performed as well as Carsten.
That I never thought I'd hear today.
So Carsten's actually out of the race because he's reset to the pit lane, or he's driven there. But I believe that, yeah, this is the end of him, and it's a retirement
and he does retire.
For the two-time champion who's only come third last race, and now he's down so many points in the championship, actually.
I wonder if Pasta Makes You Faster Racing is going to change car. They must both be so fed up with that Ferrari doesn't suit either of their driving styles.
Or maybe they are fed up with pasta. I don't know.
They're It's only funny because you're German team.
I'm too proud of that one. God damn it.
If they decide to choose a new car, I wonder what it'd be. It's probably going to be the Bentley, to be honest.
I was gonna say, it's just like Alex realizes that he might actually maybe not potentially win. Bentley.
Bentley.
To be fair,
I mean,
yeah, go on.
It was the car that if Chris was going to take the Bentley. I remember him talking about it after season 4. He was like, "Oh, I love the Bentley. The Bentley's so good. I was amazing with it in Kailami. It's amazing. I want to use the Bentley." So when they actually revealed that they were going for Ferrari, both Alex and Chris, I was really surprised. But I think it's because Alex took the Bentley for that season and was so dominating with it that maybe he wanted a new challenge.
Yeah, I think it was just because he's driving the car too much. I believe for one of the bigger, not esports events, but you know what I mean, like RCI, SimGrid, something like that, championships, he actually wanted to take the McLaren or something, and then he forgot to change his sign-up quick enough, and then he ended up in the Bentley, and he was annoyed about it because he's driven the car enough. I believe that's just what's happening.
Yeah, so Alex is just bored of the Bentley. And I think Alex kind of gets the top pick of which car to drive in that team.
Yeah, Chris is just, yes, honey.
Yes, honey.
So,
Chris is such a simp for Karsten, though. I mean,
how could you not?
So it's sorry to expose him like that, but it's just facts. As we have a little fight for P14.
You always need to be on his good side if you need driving advice. Or championship, or constructors championship points, as exactly. In this case.
As Gary Higgins is closing in on Jurgen Visser, that why Aston Martin not having the best of a second stint, as he's already 8 seconds down from Wiatkowski, so I wonder if he's going to drop more positions as the race goes on.
Yeah, it's last season we didn't really see him defending any positions because he always started last, so he had to, you know, make up places. But this time he actually qualified, and now he's running in P14, which is I'm good at maths. P4 in class.
Indeed.
And I mean, he wouldn't lose that if Higgsy was to pass him, but you know, it would put him at the mercy of Matt Menderes, who then would want to get a move on.
Yeah, but it seems like Menderes has made a slight mistake.
Yeah, right, he's dropped again.
So it's the pressure is on Jurgen right now. However, if he were to be passed, not the end of the world for him, as he keeps his position in class.
Yeah. This is actually so surreal that, like, P15 right now is in the middle of the pack. That's a very nice change. Last season Suzuka P15 was blast.
Very unlike to SRL. Has Jack Mills done a no?
No!
He's 25th? What's going on there?
No! I mean, I must have been like that for quite a while. We just didn't notice it. I mean, we noticed him killing Taurus, who, by the way, is in P17. So that's the update on him. He has, I believe, won Donington in class. He was right up there.
No! Through, no! And as Gareth Higgins pushes Jurgen wide out of 130R, they both go side by side into the chicane.
In fact, yes, and Jurgen keeps his position though. That is Dragon you're looking at, and Gareth sets him up for a move onto the main straight, but that straight is not that long. It just, yeah.
Gareth, angry on that throttle, really wanting to put the power down early. As you can see, that back end's twitching all over the place coming at that final corner.
For sure, but there's nothing doing there. Yellow flags for a second, but Visser goes a little bit deep, so maybe Higgins can stuck his nose in, and that is exactly what he does as he puts himself alongside on the second apex, and he's finally got the move done. He saw the chance, and he's gone for it, and now Matt Menderes on the back of Visser again. Can he do it again? He's moved past him once in turn 1, and now he needs to do it all over for P16. That would be as he gets a little bit wiggly. Also, need to keep watching brief on Van den Herding and Veltman, the two Dutchmen, are both in contention for P3, and that's going to be relevant for the championship, as Veltman is leading that right now, and Van den Herding also, I believe, came third? I think third in Donington.
Yeah, that could be true, but actually Nico Veltman having a season and a half, at least the start of it right now, doing absolutely brilliantly in that Mercedes.
Commentator's curse. So, yeah, but he is certainly in the position to make a move at some point. Does he think he's already in the position? We saw Higgins making exactly that work earlier, just showing yourself in the mirror.
Ooh, Mert Menderes, looking at the inside
Visser
of
off track.
Jurgen.
Visser off track. Where's he gonna rejoin on the outside of Menderes for sure? And that is the move done. So Menderes slipping past as Visser cracks under pressure. And that was for position. So P4 in silver class now for Matt Menderes.
Visser yet again falling under pressure from the car, attacking from behind, going a bit too wide, feeling like he has to really brake later than everyone else, and it's not working out for him.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, into Spoon, you're not under that much pressure. You just need to not not mess everything up, and then get a solid run onto the back straight, and then you're set, honestly. But Dragon apparently struggling a little bit with that, maybe just misjudged it, and that means Menderes is through. And now I believe that means that Veld and Ruben are the closest fight, but Veld is struggling a little bit. He's got a solid gap to Sam though, 11 seconds.
As you say that, I would also have a look at Anton Olivier and Dominic Illigner, two very solid drivers fighting for P7 right now.
Oh wait, Illigner has found his way past Olivier again. How did that happen?
Must have been a...
Oh, Illigner goes really deep. And behind that, wait, was that? No, that wasn't a move, that was a lapping maneuver from Ansel. It was 2 seconds adrift. So if they were to go into each other again, then Ansel would be there. And I say again because, remember, they touched in the chicane. Olivier punted Illigner around. And I wonder, actually, do you think maybe Olivier saw that Dominic was on his back and then just gave him the position because he, because he spun him earlier and didn't give the place back? Is that a possibility?
I doubt it. I mean, Antoine is a very fair racer. Whenever he does a mistake, he does own up to it. So it could very well be like that, and that is probably what happened, to be honest.
Yep.
Or
Antoine, made a mistake.
Yeah, or he made a mistake, that too.
Either.
But Antoine, though, not having the cleanest of racing at the start of the season. He had his incident in Donington with Christian Stricker, where he was spun around down at the final hairpin.
Yep.
Chris, not very happy with it, but Antoine waiting and letting Chris get back to speed as cars were passing by. So he's a very, very fair driver, very sportsmanlike, and it's what we like to see here.
Yeah, for sure. So it's not completely out of the, it wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary, but it's also, it's also possible that WoW just, fair and square overtook him, or that he just, threw himself through an open door. Quick update on the leaders. Are getting less and less frequent because this looks like it's settled in. It is a 4.8 second gap for Rupert. On one lap, Brabner's a little faster, and the next one it's Rupert. Right now it seems to be, well, actually last lap it was Brabner by a half a second, but in general Rupert has probably more laps where he gains time than loses. Jensen, that was Rosa in the picture. Did you recognize him? Here he is. There's some Rosa for you. Maybe we actually...
We might have some road to action here in a second, though.
Maybe we shouldn't enforce blue flag. Like, he's just, he's like a... How do you say? Like a tornado. Like, it just happens and you have to deal with it.
I mean, even after the reminder in chat, I wonder if it actually went through.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to just not read it. Because most of the times, chat is just someone being salty and calling another person a swear word. So, I don't know.
So the one person we needed the blue flag message to go through probably didn't read it.
But he probably distracted someone else and threw him off the track. Ruben almost throws it off the track. At least it looks like it from the outside. It's probably all nice and controlled, but sideways
Jasper
for sure.
is getting also blocked by Euthymia. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Euthymiadis, that's the one. Also, again, blue flags. What's going? Is Suzuka blue flags don't exist here anymore? Is the coloring of blue different in Japan as it is over here in Europe? We don't know. I
think it's just reserves not knowing the racing rules. That's my guess. Wait, what's happened at the front? Brabner must have made a big mistake because he's with Rose, so I wonder what the mistake was. 6 seconds to 6.5 seconds to Rupert now. Actually, has George gotten his fair share of George? Is that what happened? Maybe
that's George himself. That's a bit mean to say.
Has George been Georged by the other George?
George.
Oh God.
All-time question. Oh no! Oh, huh? Saki's Euthymia. Go on. Euthymia goes off and has to let past car number 79.
Yeah, that is
the Ferrari of Team Crisvar. Yeah.
That can't be.
Very interesting way to let someone pass by going off the track and basically taking the long way around the corner.
Maybe it was unintentional all along. Up front, the gap is really close, and we're slowly, the clock is ticking, and I'm sure the drivers will start noticing that right now. And one of them is Veld, who's probably gotten the wake-up call. 15
that Mercedes power, though, down the straight.
Closing. Looking to the inside.
The inside.
Look, he forces himself alongside the two Dutch drivers. But he catches the curb on the inside, I believe, and that's why that move doesn't go through. That was a really good attempt, but it stays as an attempt. 79, yeah. That is Crisvar. We're gonna try and find out what happened to him there.
Oh, he disconnected.
Oh no. Well, we're not finding out what happened to him.
I don't think Fernando Alonso is getting saved anymore from the performance they've been putting in for both Donington and this race. If I remember correctly, also both disconnected from that one too.
Yeah, Salamino GP not looking too spicy. 36 off, and that is not you.
That is Gareth, yes.
It's Higgins, who was left the track in an unfortunate manner at 130R, to put it nicely.
130R catching a lot of drivers today.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I mean, that's kind of what it's known for.
Mm.
But I mean, also, you know, some drivers you wouldn't expect it from, like Carsten. And there are also drivers you'd expect it from, like Chris. What?
Are you reading what's in chat?
Huh?
In Japan, it's not blue flags, but anime waifu pictures being waved.
Nah,
you see...
mate, that was really German, Hammer. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Incredibly German.
You'd think that drivers would slow down then and let people pass if they saw those flags, but they just seem to keep going as if they're not there. Ooh, as Ruben makes a slight mistake coming out of 130R.
And that is so spicy because as I mean we've kind of seen 5 times or something, and we've talked about it like 10 times. You can, if you cut the curb on the inside too much, you know, it unsettles the car. You have to countersteer, and countersteering in 130R means death. Death. Also, they are approaching Rosu, by the way. So Jensen, stay tuned.
The fight for P3 and Rosu is a hot one that's coming up soon.
Yes, let's go. See, the logic is, if he makes them DNF, then it doesn't matter that he's lapped, because he gets the position.
Exactly. It's where you finish on track.
So he just waits for Rupert, and then he blocks him in the final corner.
There's a spicy fight between Chris and Patsak. It's like Greek right now. Patsakidis.
I didn't feel like intervening on that one. It was too good. So yeah, the Lexus Greek driver. Actually, Chris is finding his way on the inside on Dunlop and getting that one done masterfully. So really well done from him. He's only 1 point from point. So if something was to happen to Rosu, then Chris.
It's George Rosu time. Can Chris get George Rosu in the last 10 minutes of the race? He's got 10 seconds to catch.
I'm having too
much fun. The race is on. The race for points is on. Yeah,
it's wait, is that? It's 10 seconds. I mean, that's tough, but like 2 seconds a lap, maybe you can do that. I don't know. Anyways, back to the actual fight George Rosu's involved in, and that is the fight for P3. And I hope he doesn't take offense in this. Just having a little bit of fun, but he's getting flashed. He's probably, you know, if he's fine with getting flashed this much, then he's probably not taking any offense. He's seen quite some lights in his rearview mirror as he's just ahead of Ruben van der Nutting now, and Veld is gonna look at that with a very interested eye because he wants to find his way past as Ruben sets Rosu up, and now he'll try to find the outside to pass the lap
George Rosu. Actually, that's off
is
the
he
throttle.
getting? Oh, but Veltman is coming. Veltman is not lifting off the throttle, and that might actually be a too wide moment into turn 1 with Veltman on the outside in that orange Mercedes. Certainly got the nose ahead, but he's got the outside line, and they make contact. Veld is pushed off the track a little bit. He rejoins, and the inside line is for Ruben, so he keeps the position, and that was spicy, man. I'm actually
was dirty.
We're gonna watch the replay of that again from Ruben's perspective because. I mean,
the FIA is gonna have a look at that, but I would say rubbing is racing. Keep at it, boys. This is what we like to see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's GT3 racing. That's the good. Like, overtaking is really hard, but you know, sometimes you bump, and those cars are robust enough to take it. So we're probably fine here, and that's the cool thing about GT3 racing. What's that gap to Sam? Like 10 seconds, I guess. So if something was to happen to them, then they would, you know, then they might actually be at risk, but so far they can probably lose as much time as they want to.
But it seems like Nico is the fastest car right now. It's just slowly but surely, every time he gets put back a bit, catches up slowly, corner by corner. So Nico definitely hungry for that podium after his first win last week in Donington.
Yeah, wants to make it.
Sorry, second win, isn't it? Or is it first?
First one.
First win, yeah.
It was quite impressive and looking good in Suzuka so far. So this Mercedes certainly suiting him. I mean, he's driven a Mercedes in Season 3 and it didn't quite work out that well there. He started off well and then kind of tailed off, and now here he's starting even better. And we'll hope that it's not a repeat of Season 3, that he won't tail off this time, that he will be able to keep up the consistent results and establish, or like, put himself into a championship fight, if not for the absolute top step, then like at least front of the midfield, because he certainly got it in himself. But for that he would need to get past Ruben for now, because Ruben is certainly also a contender for top of the midfield, and the Mercedes engine is going well. There's an Audi who's maybe getting into the way. That was that Romza?
That was Romza indeed, yeah.
Yeah, so Romza actually maybe cutting, you know, making it impossible for Vel to use that free track space there. Could have been frustrating to him, but I don't know. He's got like 4 more tries to do it.
But Romza Jensen actually respectably agreeing to the blue flags rules. We could see more of that from back markers.
To be fair, was to let them pass, okay?
To be fair, he did, but it was a long time coming. It took him about 45 minutes to kind of think of that rule. And,
well, the thing, I mean, I keep saying it, you know, I don't want to be too harsh on him. It's just basically like no one enforces blue flags, and if you're new here, like it's not the first thing you're gonna read. Vel certainly thought about it, and actually probably more than thought about it. He had a cheeky little look there, didn't he? So
Nico is hungry. He wants this podium so bad.
Yeah, and the thing is, he can actually afford to lose time in these ways, because like having the lunge cost him time, but he has the pace to just catch that back up. He's right on the back of Ruben again. So that is impressive.
As Gareth has now caught up to Dragon now.
Again, yeah.
Again. What's happened there, though?
By the way,
did Gareth make a mistake?
Yes, we didn't catch it, but I think it was 130R or something. He lost some positions.
Yeah, true.
Now he's putting the pressure on Dragon again. By the way, update for Silver Class. Smelt 5 seconds out of Witkowski, so Witkowski certainly the faster of the two, but he's only closed by, I think, 5 seconds in the past 20 minutes, which is not going to be like even remotely enough to get onto the top step of the Silver Class podium. So it's probably going to be P1 for Smeltino and P2 for Formula Chris there, with Basco probably rounding that up, because the Silver Class gaps are quite big here.
Yes, and we have been talking about the Chris and George Rosu fight. He was 10 seconds behind not too long ago, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. What's the gap now?
It's less than 3 seconds now. It's come down. It's coming down fast.
Fight for the last point on.
Fight for the last point, and this time George Rosu doesn't have to move over, so it would be really interesting to see what kind of tactics he would use here.
Yeah, and Vista, I mean, I feel bad every time I click away from them, because something could happen all the time. Vista has shown that, you know, pressure maybe not the environment he thrives in, and Higgins right on his tail again, but of course Higgsy's also put it off the road before in this race, and those two are it's just gonna come down to who makes the first mistake, and if no one makes a mistake, then Vista keeps P15.
P15 is a solid result for Vista. Not having the best season last time, but really getting to grips with the game, I think, now, especially in the Aston.
And there goes Higgins. Higgins on the inside line, and are they going to make contact? They run side by side to turn 1 on the second apex. Is Higgsy still alongside? He's got the shorter way around, and I think into turn 1 it's the inside line for Dragon again, so he might keep the position. He does. So, but Higgsy is like he can get alongside, and maybe in the next lap it's going to be
brilliant defending there.
Absolutely. Can't fault either of them. It was a really good fight.
He finally kept his head down and didn't fall under the pressure. As there's a car off. It's
90.
It's Rumza.
Oh, Rumza's
lost
off.
It at 130R. So Chris does get the position. Chris gets a point now, but will he get 2?
Yeah, can double his points, which isn't that good if you consider it's for 1 or 2 points, but still, he could do it.
As Christian Stricker is 1 second, less than a second behind George Rosu, so this is really heating up right now. But I think the fight to watch here is definitely Nico and Ruben.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It is a bit more important.
I'm trying to keep an eye on both, sort of. Wait, also Olive's gotten past Eligna again.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, it's P7 now, and Eligna is P8. But I mean, let's be real. There's probably a penalty coming Antoine's way, so it's probably still the position for Dominic.
As I think the move for Christian is about to happen here. They're heading towards Dunlop. George Chris gets a bad exit, but George seems to really be struggling in the first couple of corners there. His tire is probably overcooked as hell as he goes a bit off track there, and he goes off track again, lining up Chris for the perfect move here.
Hairpin, but he's on the outside. That's not gonna work. Maybe he can carry loads of speed on the long way and then take him into Spoon, because he certainly, he carries so much more speed. Rosa doesn't use like half the track on the outside there, and I still think it's not happening this time. How close are Ruben and Veld? They are fine, so we are free to look back. And
they say they go nearly side by side into Spoon. George is pushed wide. Chris, this could be a move into 130R, boys. Like this is gonna be spicy if it happens. Oh, and then Chris dumps on the throttle and gets oversteer. Nothing's gonna happen now.
Yeah, and up front, the fight to look at is Veld versus Van den Herding. The two of them are, well, they've been scrapping for quite the time now, and we'll go on board with Veldman as he tries to take on Ruben, but this is not close enough. It's not enough. Maybe the Mercedes engine is gonna carry him there, but I think, barring any major disaster for Ruben, I think it's gonna be P3 for him. Yeah, two more attempts for Veld. This one has not worked out.
And this is going down to the line, and that is what you'd like to see around here. As who is that? Sam Chumley coming up behind the fight between Chris and George. Chris letting him pass nicely. Let's see if George will do the same.
Wait, Chris thinks, yes, when Roasted let Sam pass, I'm gonna slip through, but jokes on him, Roasted doesn't let anyone pass. Oh no, Sam is flashing his light. He hasn't gotten the memo yet. He doesn't know what he's up against. So, he's, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It is peak comedy right now. That is what's going on.
I think Chris outplayed himself. Say psych right now.
Fuck, go back. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear on stream. That is my bad. I apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna insult you for it off air, but it's fine. Come to the realization yourself. Anyways, after that comedy gold, let's go back to Veld and Ruben. It's really tempting to look at Rose and Chris again, though. Yeah, I mean, Veld is too far here. So let's look at what Sam does. Does Sam dive into Spoon? I mean, he doesn't need to put himself at risk. Oh, Roaster runs deep. Sam on the move. Second apex, and he's getting the move. And that opens it for Chris. Maybe Chris can finally get past. Has his master plan worked out?
Into 130R, the corner that he hates. The one he spun out with earlier. I think he's going to let off and let George go through. Yeah. Or has he actually got balls this time? No, he hasn't. He lets George go through. And this fight lives to see another day.
Yeah, this is tense for me, okay? I keep going to Veld and Ruben and then back, and I'm always scared I'm gonna miss something. But I think this is the last chance for Veld, and he's not made it work, so he now needs to hope for a mistake, as Rupert has certainly set sails on what is gonna be his final lap of this race, while he's leading the race convincingly with 11 seconds. And yeah, that means we're probably free to go back to the fight for P20. Let's go!
A very good fight.
What can Chris do?
Just a bit too far back into turn one. But he's really sticking his nose places where it probably shouldn't be. Trying to spook George Rosu into making a mistake. But George Rosu has held his cool the whole race. Not even when the lap cars were going past, he did not fall under pressure from any of them.
Oh, no. Even his mental game was strong enough to not see a single blue flag. This is not like, I hope he doesn't take offense in this, as he might go deep there in Degner 1. No, he doesn't. It's all fine and dandy. Actually, what's kind of Rupert? Where's Rupert on track? I need to see. Okay, he's on the back straight, so actually close to the finish. Chris,
what a set! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry right now.
With the send it, Chris has gotten the move done. So Chris up to P19. That was nicely done from him. As you put finance EGL through the swear jar.
I'm very sorry. The swear
fine,
jar
but-
is really racking up right now.
Rupert, after an outstanding drive, a clean, flawless drive that only looked under threat when Carsten was like 2 seconds behind him, and when George Rosu hit him in Dunlop, wins his first race. It was a long time coming. It should have happened at at Nürburgring. It should have happened at Kyalami. It finally happens in Suzuka, and he's a race winner. Brabner, second for the second time this season. What do I need to look at?
Patsakidis got a drive-through on the last lap.
No.
Unfortunate for him.
Yeah,
as
but
George Rosu overshoots the chicane and nearly hits Chris in the back.
That would have been funny. So, yeah, Veld comes fourth. He's let off at the end there, 4 seconds between him and Ruben. Then Chumley P5, Maciejewski gets P6. Antoine Olivet in P7, just ahead of, well, actually quite the way ahead of Illigner. That's 4.966! That is enough for a 5-second penalty if there's one coming.
That is. We still had the fight between Gareth and Yuri and Visser.
Oh yeah, Philip Ansel also across the line, and yes, they are really close. Good call. Gareth Higgins on the inside in that Lightning McQueen looking car, and he's forcing Visser wide. Visser has to carry some speed onto that green AstroTurf on the outside, but I think it's not enough, so the move is done on the last lap. And now fighting into 130R. I don't think Visser can get the move, but yeah, we'll run down the leaderboard while keeping one eye on these. So Ansel is P9. Jasper Smelt wins.
Gareth goes off track.
Oh no! What are you doing? Is he fine? He is fine. He just about... Yeah, he catches himself for the braking zone, so that should be fine. It should be P15 for him. Visser with a good cutback though. Anyways, so Smelt wins in silver class. Smelt wins in silver class out of Krzysiek Witkowski, then Bas Kessel, third in silver class, 12th overall. Matt Mendres, P13. Then Marius Savickas with a good recovery after getting hit off by Mills. Gareth Higgins, P15, Visser, then Sakas, then Noppin, and then Chris and Rosu, and that's the points playing positions. And that was a really good race. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was really nice.
I really enjoyed that one as well. Rosu driver of the day, I 100% agree.
Absolutely. Comedy gold.
Really providing the entertainment we want here. It is understandable that sometimes these drivers, they don't really know the rules, as it is, they are new.
Well,
it is expected that they do read the rules, but it is quite often we see these reserve drivers not completely sure as where the rules stand.
I'm gonna check now how difficult it is to find out that that there are blue flags enforced. I'm gonna look in season info, see if this is our fault or if it's not. I can't see it on the rules chat right now.
Oh, you can't see on the rules. Well,
maybe this is
that
our
was
fault.
said. That was said on air.
Let's go. We are very organized. We're gonna clarify that because it keeps happening, and yeah, I mean it's in the funny rule sheet that I stole from AOR like ages ago, but I mean, you know, can't really find that. So
yeah,
that was quite the entertaining race. And I need to go, so there's not going to be any interviews. But yeah, I mean, thanks to everyone who was active in chat. It was nice reading messages there. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks to you, of course, for being there.
Yeah, no worries. I apologize again for the colorful words I sometimes will say. I'll try and prove myself for next time.
It's fine. Well, you know, I mean, if anyone thinks that's bad, watch season 3 Hungary, a timestamp 5:14, and you know that I'm not in a position to talk. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a nice evening, everyone. See you next week in. Please tell me you know the calendar, because I don't. Imola.
See you guys next week. Yeah, Imola, indeed.
Imola. So, we're going to Italy next time. See you there.